Figure it out. Yeah. Don't stare at my stain, because it's a weird stain. I don't know what happened to it. You see, if you play your cards right, you can take some of this home. It's like $5 for the shirt.
You're learning.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anybody here venture into the realms of Craigslist? No. Yeah. Well, you see, I come back with some wisdom. I call it the wisdom of Craigslist, or the gospel of Craigslist, or Lewis needs to stop drinking. And the primary reason why I like going on Craigslist is because I like to lead on gay men. I just love to do it. It helps my self-esteem. You know, you get on it and you're like, hey, I'm gonna fucking... And, you know, they're like, oh, is 54 too old for you? I'm like, 54 is not old for anybody. But yeah, then they always come up with something, you know, or I just wind up jerking off and realize I'm not gay. But, shit. But yeah, so, you know, drugs are good for you.
So, me and my wife, we love to watch the Food Network, right? Who watches Chopped? Anybody seen Chopped in here, man?
Yeah.
One thing you can't use in Chopped, truffle oil, right? But it tastes so damn good, all right? Every time you go somewhere, get truffle fries, you know, pour truffle this and truffle that. So guess what me and my wife tried to do, right? We went to Walmart looking for truffle oil. Hey, you go to Walmart looking for truffle oil, man. That doesn't make any sense. But we did it. We was sitting up the aisle and paid, you know, and then we had the nerve to ask the guy at Walmart, hey man, you guys have truffle oil? He's like, no sir, we do not. It's like, damn, Walmart.
I think that females should be allowed to masturbate in public. I just think it should be allowed. Like, first of all, I don't have to expose myself. Secondly, I'm not gonna make a mess like you. And third, I'd be a lot less bitchy if you just let me do this in the bus. Female masturbation should be public, it should be okay. Is this disguising? Does this look like a label on my beer? This is where I'm getting all the jokes off the label on my beer.
I see a car in the distance, and I close my eyes until it passed me, and I open them as soon as the car passed me. And it was really fun, it passed the time, and actually I found myself, the other day I was in my car driving, and then I see a car in the distance and I close my eyes, and that's when I realized I need to open them, because I'm driving my own car. That this is like the dumbest thing ever, but literally I open my eyes and a pig runs right in front of my car. I hit the pig, squeals, runs away. I mean literally, if life is anything like a hotel wake-up call, I'm going to need 5 or 6 before I'm lucid.
What you have to do to see real beauty is just shut your mouth, close your eyes, and find what you see. I did that. And what I saw was a magnificent landscape, stretched forever. With hills, a city right in the middle, an intricate pattern running through everything. And the building takes off, floats through the sky like water, moves on top of me, sucks me in where I see a face made of a million other faces. And it tells me it's been here from the beginning. And it's in everything. It's in me, it's in you, it's in the trees, it's in the sky. Yeah, I was on some really good drugs. It's called ayahuasca. If you guys want some, I can get you some later. Expensive. It's psychedelic and good. But, yeah, I don't know how to end it, but
So how about this Sisyphus guy? You know, this guy, he's been condemned to roll a boulder up a hill only to watch it roll back down and repeat the action in perpetuity. Talk about being between a rock and a hard place, huh? But you know, actually, after having had extensive experience being engaged in a never-ending meaningless task that yields no results, Sisyphus is actually thinking of running for Congress.
Bad for you. You know, I was back in Idaho a couple months ago visiting my sister, And she used to do all kinds of drugs, but she's doing much better now. She's moved on to methadone. Apparently, 3 people have heard of it. It's a transitional drug from heroin onto the next step of heroin, which is methadone. But anytime we're having a conversation, it's very one-sided because I'm talking, right, and she's sleeping. And this last time, I was having a conversation with my sister, and I noticed that her teeth started falling out. We had a conversation, but I'm a good sister. I'm going to tell her her teeth are falling out, but not till I take pictures, because I had to tweet that. That is golden for a comic. I mean, how often are you going to see your sibling with her teeth falling out? You wish you could, huh? I know. Well, I did. I was lucky. So anyway, I tapped on her, and I noticed it was only her top teeth. So I said, Sissy, what happened to your bottom teeth? She said, I lost them. See? You lost your teeth. Okay, this isn't a joke. This is a story, a real life story. So I said, what happened? She said, I think the dog ate them. So sad. I said, you watch. In about a week, you're going to see your dog walking by with a smile coming out his asshole. I said, you grab those babies, you curl them up and put them back in. Because reduce, reuse, recycle. You get it, right? That's how we do it in Idaho. I'm looking at you 3. Why am I just focused on you 3? I need to focus on you 2. See, all the attention is on you 3. Stop it. You're pressuring me. Where do I go from teeth coming out the asshole? Growing up in Idaho was amazing, though. I will tell you that. My mom, well, she was a real romantic. She was actually married 10 times. 10 times. I'm not lying. I'm telling you my sad story. 10 times. She divorced 4, though, so she tried. She made a valiant effort. Although one of them, he was deaf, so I don't even think he heard her leave. That one doesn't quite count. Here's where it became a problem, though, because out of all these 10 husbands, I asked my mom, which one was my dad? She said, honey, I don't know. I don't know. Don't feel bad for me. Don't laugh. Just complete silence is always comfortable. This is good. But here's where it became a problem, though. When I'm out on a date with a guy, we're making out, and it's getting all hot and heavy, you know, in the backseat of his car, because that's how I roll. I'm a classy gal. All of a sudden, he'll whisper in my ear, who's your daddy? I don't know. And I don't know if you noticed that black dialect, who's your daddy? Because he was black. And then he would look at me and say, I don't know either.